Hi! In today's video, we will see the new deployment process and how to make the initial setup of your senhasegura Vault. This is the first screen you will see when activating your application. To begin the activation process, you will need the request code to then generate a key. Then just hit the Activate button. Now that it has been activated, you can log in using the default admin user and password to enter your vault. However, you will be requested to change the default password for a new one. Your current password is the default password of the admin user. And now create a new strong password to replace it. Click Save. Now we can actually enter the vault, but there are a few more things we have to do before using it. As you can see, here we have our End User License Agreement. You can choose to read it in different languages by clicking the drop-down menu. Scroll down to fill in the user information informing who has read the agreement and is thus agreeing to its terms and conditions. This information will be used for future reference whenever needed. After filling in the user information, accept the terms. Here we go. Next, you will be redirected to the Setup wizard. In this first part of the wizard, we are asked to include some basic settings. This includes the host name, but also the application URL. Let me change mine. And finally, the application title. But we can also change other settings such as the default language, time zone, and add NTP settings, that is, our primary and secondary servers. The same can be done for the DNS settings, which are mandatory. Finally, don't forget to include your search information. I think mine will be Vault. Click Next to finish the first step of the wizard. Please wait a couple of minutes for the application to apply the setup you have just saved. And here we go into the second step where we will set up the backup. You can choose not to enable this functionality if you want, but if enabled, we will have to choose a directory for the backup files. You can also choose whether you want the platform to create a backup for the sessions, and you can even mount a new partition for the backup files. If you choose to do that, you will have to configure the new partition. With that, you can move on to the third and final step. This is where we choose whether we want to enable a contingency environment. If you choose to enable it, A few additional options become available when scrolling down, such as replication of session files, and also a list of members that will be part of this environment. That is, here is where you can add all the members of your cluster. You can choose to add a recovery message as well to be displayed when the cluster runs into problems. Finally, you can specify whether all members of the cluster are located in the same data center or not. If they are in different data centers, it is important to add the latency between nodes. In my case, I will skip this step, but please add all the relevant information in your use case before moving on and then press Finish. You will be prompted with a confirmation message. Click Yes. This will trigger the platform to set up the environment according to the information we added in the wizard, so it will be ready for use. Of course, you can double-check the information first before actually activating the application. Confirm by clicking Yes. The application will reboot and you'll be ready to start using your Vault.